Hello and welcome to the Red Bull Ring in Austria for rounds 11 and 12 of the 2011 FIA Formula 2 Championship. This circuit, back in the olden days when it was first conceived, used to be the Österreich Ring. In 1997 they made a few changes. It became the A1 Ring and held a Formula 1 Grand Prix until 2003. Then the energy drinks company took it over and now we have what we see today. The circuit is very similar to how it was when the Grand Prix was hosted here, but the main thing that's changed is a brand new pit complex and just kind of smartening up of the place. So the run up to turn 1 is identical as it was for the Grand Prix, a steep uphill followed by a tight right-hander, and what they really need to be careful about is going over the white lines on the exit of the corner. All four wheels over the white line and you're in trouble with the race stewards. That's a good overtaking opportunity. So is the second corner at the top of the hill. So this is the second of the overtaking spots on the circuit, up at turn 2, which is the Remus hairpin. You can see it's a long way from turn 1 and quite a steep hill as well, and this is the biggest stopping zone on the circuit. The brakes really taking a pounding around this circuit, but it's kind of helped because, as you can see, it's a very uphill braking zone which will help you take the speed off a little bit quicker. This is of course where Nick Heidfeld lost control onto the grass on the infield and sideswiped Takuma Sato in Formula 1 here back in 2002, but no more gravel, it's all concrete runoff here. And then we head down to the kind of faster area of the circuit. So now we're down into the Schlossgold corner, much tighter than it used to be back in the olden days when the circuit was a lot faster. But this again is another good overtaking opportunity. It's the third corner on the circuit and you can see how the road really drops away on the exit, and it's a difficult one to gauge really because it kind of opens and tightens at the same time. As you go downhill you're going to be carrying more speed, but you don't want to carry too much speed so that you end up in the gravel trap on the exit. Then it's onto the only two left-handers on the circuit. So the first Audi left-hander is fairly flowing, and so is this second one, the Lauda corner, obviously named after Austria's three-time world champion Niki Lauda. And it's through this you then have a little right-hand kink before you head up down the avenue of pine trees here, which signifies really this Austrian circuit in its magnificent setting. The fans up there in that grandstand not only see turn 1 and turn 2, they also see this double left-hand sequence as well. So it really is an excellent vantage point here at the Red Bull Ring. And then we head out towards the final two corners on the circuit. So after the quick right-hander, we then come down into the final corner on the circuit, the Red Bull Mobile corner, the 9th corner on this relatively short circuit. You really have to fling it in down here, but you have to be careful with that yellow curb because if you hit that, the front right wheel gets up in the air and the car gets all unsettled over the bump. We've seen both Zanella and Bortolotti getting out of shape through this corner in practice because of doing exactly that. So then you're off down the start-finish straight again. Only a short track, as I say, but it should make for some excellent racing, so make sure you tune in this weekend.